The silver price is starting to rally explosively. We could potentially see another all-time high for silver sooner than you think, because what's happening is we have some breaking live moves that are happening with the silver price, but also we have some breaking intel. I'm going to give you guys my predictions exactly what's happening in the world of geopolitics, because at the moment it's all centered in on the country of Iran and how that's going to impact precious metals, how it's going to impact gold, silver, all this important stuff. You're not going to want to miss this video because things can change a lot sooner than you think. Some people out there are putting big money on what's actually been happening recently. We'll talk about that in today's video as well. Plus a ton more. So if you enjoy silver updates, geopolitics, make sure to subscribe, like the video. See right here, guys, explosive rally coming in for silver right here. So more money pouring in, more demand, more buying up, and this is a reflection of the times we are in. So 2026, today is the 10th of January, it's Saturday morning, so happy weekend to everyone out there. But I have to say, look, even 10 days into January, things are just looking like crazy explosive. So you just have a look at this price graph. This is the start of 2026 right here. And boy, oh boy, is silver looking exciting. And it's still very short term. So we are potentially going towards, $82, $83. And once we get over that, it's going to be very exciting. The all-time high for this, I've got it here about $83, $84. So if we punch above that, we go to $85, we go to $90, we go to $100. That's it. That is a record all-time high for silver. Like, as in everyone's going to be in profits, everyone's going to be making money, which is great to see. But that is just explosiveness coming into the short-term price moves for silver. I think a lot of the demand for gold, the demand for precious metals, silver, I think a lot of this is driven by kind of just the state of where we're going right now. So we are seeing just crazy stuff happen in the world. So we're seeing Iran is the next one to potentially fall. So we've seen Syria, that fell I think it was last year or maybe the year before Syria fell. We've seen Venezuela out of the picture. Next one, it does seem a massive focus in on Iran. Now, we have some breaking updates for this. So we have some footage. This is breaking alpha, literally released minutes ago. You can see fires burning at the Bank of Agriculture in the city of Shiraz in southern Iran. So if we actually try and find that, where is this? There's the city of Shiraz. So there are people not happy in this city. They are burning things up. They are wanting to change the government right there. But that's not it. There is more breaking news. And Donald Trump, this is the important stuff. So look, if you're holding precious metals, listen to what Donald Trump's going to say. And he says, he's threatening to intervene in the ongoing demonstrations in Iran if the government begins, mass persecution of the people, basically. So Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. And, if there is persecution, I have to change the words for YouTube, I think. So I don't want this video to get flagged. So I'm just going to change some of the words here as I read it out. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. So that's what Trump is saying, right? And this is off the back end of big demonstrations. So there's demonstrations happening here. So anti-government protesters, city of Mashhad, tens of thousands of people right there. So a city of about 3.4 million. So that's a big turnout, and that's looking very intense. So my prediction for this is going to be what they're going to be doing. So I think Donald Trump, the CIA, and Trump's allies in the Middle East, what they'll be doing, they'll be watching these protests, and if they get to a critical mass, right? So if they actually get to a level where things are starting to look like there might be a potential, like a regime change, that's when the US military, or maybe Israeli military, will come in and start helping out the anti-regime protesters. That's what I think is probably going to happen, because they most likely will do that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do see US intervention, or maybe other countries intervening in Iran soon in favor of these protests, if these protests get big enough. So just something to have on the have on the radar. That is what's happening. And again, a lot of money, scared money out there. They don't know what to do. So in times of unrest, in times of risk, where does money go? It goes into precious metals, silver, gold. Good for silver holders. And at the same time, you can see right here, Khamenei, is that how you say it, out as Supreme Leader of Iran in 2026. So he's now sitting more than 50% to get out. And there's all these predictions coming through for poly market right now. People are saying US strikes, people are saying Israeli strikes on Iran soon, like in January. The chances are basically going up and up and up right now. And things are still heating up. And there's some crazy footage coming in from Ukraine, Russia. That is still ongoing. And you can see this video right here is pretty interesting as well. Russia deploying some crazy 13,000 kilometer per hour missiles on Ukraine right there. So I just want to summarize. Things are getting spicy. You can see right here, gold surges past 4,500, right? Not only that, silver's breaking out, right? So it is very, very interesting to kind of see all this play out. And again, this is the reason I'm saying, this is the reason we have a dedicated channel right here. We're talking about geopolitics. We're talking about precious metals, because I think this is the year things are going to be a bit of a race. So it's going to be another scramble for world influence this year. And you're going to see a lot more fighting between countries. Unfortunately, I don't say that fortunately, but that's just the reality. We're trying to analyze reality for how it is. But watch out for pressure on Iran. This one could fall sooner than you think. And again, I think silver's in a great position. As always, look, investing in any type of asset is risky, so not financial advice. Do your own research. No recommendations right here on the channel. I'm just giving you my opinions about what's happening in the world. And that's a major update. If you guys got value out of it, like it, drop a comment, share the video if you like it. I really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next one. Economic Zeus signing out.